What is it called?
Diction.
Is that what we're emphasizing today?
Well, we're emphasizing
the dick or
the dick.
Diction.
But no, diction. Speaking to the punctuation.
So poop foo exists and it is real, and my cat uses it, and I had to clean it up when I got home one night.
It's true.
It was terrible. It took me a good 30 to 45 minutes to clean the poop foo.
So that means your cat did a good job.
Oh my goodness. And she had chunks everywhere. And I had to clean the fur. And now she's missing patches of fur because I had to chop poop out of her fur.
I'm just trying to figure out why there's fur missing from her face. There poo there?
There was everywhere. Everywhere.
Well, as you know, cats bite when they're cornered. So I think what she did was she pooed in her paw, rubbed it on the face, and then it was like poo fangs.
It's poo fangs.
Poo fangs.
Oh my gosh. So yeah,
I'd probably do the same thing too if I saw a black cat in the house.
It's terrible.
Oh my god, it's gonna take my catnip.
But that ironically is exactly what's happening. Well, not the catnip part, but there is a black cat and it's huge and it comes around and it messes with my cat.
It cheeses.
Will Smith's cat.
Will Smith's cat. That's terrible. And now she's going away. And now she sees something. But anyways, yes, so poop foo. And it was terrible. It took me so long to clean poop. You know how hard it is to clean poop out of hardwood flooring?
I didn't know that was
probably better than carpet.
That's true, but it was terrible. So what's going on with you guys?
Not a whole lot, really. Valentine's Day was nice. Went to Medieval Times. Medieval Times is still awesome.
Dinner and tournament.
Absolutely.
I got drunk and saw The Vow.
You saw what?
Yeah, I got drunk and saw The Vow.
What's The Vow?
Oh, God.
It's like a major chick flick movie.
Yeah, you would have to be drunk to see that.
Yeah. And then I couldn't follow the plot line.
Was there a plot line in a chick flick? Isn't it like the ugly girl gets the guy, or the ugly guy gets the girl?
No, this chick was freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, it was Rachel McAdams, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
And Channing Tatum. He's fucking weird, plain-looking, big-eared motherfucker. But I think the girl has lost her memory, and Channing Tatum is married to her, and he's like, fall in love with me, remember? And she's just like, no.
He's like, I want to fuck you, but you want to fuck your old boyfriend. That's not cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm so drunk. I'm just so Batman right now.
Dude. But that's what roofies are for.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
They don't need to remember. They just need to not be conscious.
Exactly.
And they forget a little more.
That's what I always tell them. Yeah. Hopefully they forget the entire thing. Do it again the next week.
Until that restraining order kicks back in, and then we're on square zero.
They have to buy a Trent gun.
Oh, goodness.
Then the fun begins. I got tased the other day for the first time. Like 6 times.
Why did you get tased 6 times?
Well, somebody brought a taser to a party, and I'm like, you know what? I've never been tased. So I tased myself.
Dylan?
And then I gave the taser to Michael, and then he tased me 4 times.
You guys are just so, I don't know what, sometimes, and it really confuses me.
Wonderful?
No, it's terrible.
Unique and interesting human beings.
If you mean stupid and retarded, then yes.
Hey, you're either
but now I know a new wonderful feeling.
Well, I've realized from working that society consists of either douchebags or retards, and it's like ridiculously annoying.
That's true.
Gotta fall into the category of one, right?
I guess, unfortunately.
But I'd rather be retarded.
I'd rather be a douche. Because then, well, I guess, I don't know, because if you're retarded and you're that dumb, every day is a new day.
Yeah.
Everything.
I mean, look at those kids. They look like they're having a lot more fun than the douchebags.
That is true.
And they get to go wee in any scenario, and people are fine with it. I do that in a polite conversation. People look at me like I'm retarded.
Well,
and then they assume I'm retarded, and then it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a great cycle. Or being old.
Yeah.
Because that's when you're old. I don't know what the cutoff age is.
Oh, you can be both.
Retarded and old.
And then you use poo-foo all the time against your pants.
That's bad.
Use it on the cat.
But like if you're 25 and you crack one off in an elevator, like everybody looks at you like you're an asshole. But if you're 65 and you crack one off in an elevator, you're adorable.
I cracked one off in the elevator with my brother. We were at a hospital, and then as soon as I did, these 2 chicks walked in. Doors closed. I'm standing there biting my hand, trying not to laugh because I didn't want to give it away because I knew they could smell it because I could.
That's a good way to judge that.
We went up about 3 or 4 floors, and then they left, and then I busted out. I was like, they smelled my fart.
You guys ever been in an elevator and right when the door's shut, you turn around and look at everyone? and you say, would you guys like to know why I brought you here today? And they all get confused, and you start telling them a story.
That's the worst picture I've ever seen in the best way. Oh, goodness. Higher credit score. Anywho.
Yeah.
So what'd you do in an elevator?
When the doors closed, I turned around to everybody in the elevator, and I said, okay, so this is why I brought you here today. And then I start explaining a plan. They get confused, and the second the doors open, they kind of scatter out. And then some of them get in line or wait for the next elevator, like next to it.
You're like, but you're not listening to the scheme.
You were supposed to go to that elevator.
You don't understand. All you have to do is get 2 more of your friends and join. What the hell? What are you doing?
Ow. Ow.
Is that your obese cat sound?
Yes, that's my obese cat sound.
I enjoyed every second of it.
Also, am I getting the phlegm out of my throat sound?
Phlegm or semen?
A little bit of both. I had a mucus eating contest.
Let's just check his hand. It should be on the inside of it.
Passed out.
Terrible.
Then semen, I guess.
So who had the obese cat?
Oh, my friend Derek. Like, we put it on a scale and it was just like 40 pounds, and I'm like, holy shit.
That's a giant cat.
It's a fat fucking cat.
Seriously. So it couldn't even meow, right?
No, it just
It just goes to show you that even obese anything is bad.
So obese cat equals duck. We know this now. That's how evolution happened. The cats got fat and created ducks.
That's
it ended
awesome.
up losing the ability to and just went.
That's a common sound I hear. I mean, between the gags and the roofies and the ropes, you don't really hear much. That's understandable, but you just know you're having a good
muffled.
And you're having a good time.
Yeah.
That's all that really matters, right?
It really is.
I mean, they'll say, please stop, let me go, I have a family, but they really just mean, keep
sound
going, this is great.
It kind of sounded like a sheep doing it. You were like, please stop.
No.
Let's not get into the sheep.
Oh, sheep.
That was terrible.
So there was a guy I read in an article who was, he was kidnapping his wife. It was a role-playing thing, so she was willing, but I was
going to say, you can't kidnap your wife.
But she was tied up naked in the back of a van, and he was driving with her, because they were doing a full-on kidnapping fantasy. And then they got pulled over, and the cops naturally arrested him, because they thought he was a kidnapper. But then they explained that they were role-playing, and now they're both being arrested for lewd acts, I believe. Not lewd acts, shit. It's like public indecency or something.
That's stupid. That's a big pile of dumb.
Honestly, if I pulled over that sort of thing and immediately they were both like, no, we're role-playing, I would have just been like, well, continue. Now it's the side of the road with the police officer watching fantasy.
She just got so into it, she called the cops. I tried to make it real. It's part of what we're doing.
It happens to me all the time.
Did you have to tell them we were role-playing after they tased me?
Yeah.
In the nuts?
It happens to me all the time, except she usually doesn't know we're role-playing until the end. It's okay, we're role-playing. You're not really in danger.
That excuse will never work in court. Or it'll work all the time.
I'm surprised.
That may be a golden... We may have just provided some rapist out there with the perfect getaway line ever.
Awesome. So now, on the news in about 2 weeks, when we start seeing serial rapes with the excuse of, no, I'm role-playing, we all know it was our fault.
It was our fault.
Good job, guys.
God bless America.
And
we provided a service.
We did.
And poop foo. Stop dying.
Feline poop foo.
That was terrible.
We're all dying.
I didn't know cats use that strategy, and I